Did you know that there are hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars of abandoned cars, hiding in the most unimaginable secret places? These luxury vehicles are being abandoned in deserts, left to rot in parking garages, or stranded after tragic accidents. In today's video, we're uncovering the unbelievable stories behind some of the world's most expensive cars that were simply left behind forgotten, wrecked, or mysteriously deserted. In 2016, a French paid teacher and photographer named Vincent Michel stumbled upon what sounds like an urban legend: an entire World War II area car graveyard, hidden in an old quarry. Historians believe the vehicles were hidden from German forces. Today, rusted Citroëns, Peugeots, and Renaults still sit where they were left nearly 80 years ago. Their monetary value may vary, but their historical significance is priceless. Up next, we have a Ferrari 328 GTS, not only for its iconic design, but also as one of the most reliable Ferraris ever made. This particular one fell into disrepair after its owner passed away. But even in rough shape, its 270 horsepower engine and 5-speed manual gearbox make it a collector's dream. When restored, its price can easily skyrocket into the hundreds of thousands. Several years ago, media outlets across Europe were captivated by an even more astonishing discovery. Nearly 100 classic cars among them, Ferraris and a Hispano-Suiza found decaying on a chateau estate. Not in garages, but in collapsing barns. Despite years of exposure, many sold for astronomical prices at an arterial auction. The crown jewel? A Ferrari 250 GT California Spider, once driven by Alain Delon, which sold for a jaw-dropping $18 million. Even racing machines emerge from obscurity. Though details are scarce, one vehicle has sparked heated debate in the comments section. Considering vintage Formula One cars can fetch tens of millions, even a Formula 3 racer could prove a valuable find. In Poland, an entire warehouse filled with abandoned Mercedes vehicles sits untouched. What caused it bankruptcy, criminal activity, or natural disaster? No one knows for sure. Viewers are left to speculate. Back in Leipzig, Germany, an unusual discovery surfaced in 2017. A car retrieved from a canal after 25 years underwater. Experts identified it via its East German license plate. Inside, a first aid kit, but no ignition, possibly a stolen vehicle. On the Pacific island of Saipan, an M4 Sherman tank still rests on the beach where it fought in World War II. In restored condition, such a tank could sell for several $100,000. Across the world, stories of forgotten luxury continue to baffle and captivate. In the US, divers recently discovered a car stolen 15 years ago, astonishingly intact, license plates and all a mystery pulled from the deep. Imagine opening a dusty barn door and finding a 1964 Jaguar E-Type. That's exactly what happened, and despite sitting in terrible conditions for 40 years, this classic still fetched $98,800 at auction. Only 1,798 of these beauties were ever produced. Scarcity meets style. And then there's the BMW M3. Once a precision-engineered masterpiece. Now, it's a ghost of its former self-gloomy, neglected, and filming its own tragedy. But how do vehicles worth hundreds of thousands, sometimes even millions, end up abandoned? All too easily, it seems. In cities like Dubai and Monaco, such as a Lamborghini Aventador, worth $500,000, sit idle and ignored. In Dubai, it's common to see abandoned luxury sports cars collecting dust in parking lots or on the sides of roads. Such as supercars and hypercars are often left behind by owners who flee the country due to unpaid debts, as the UAE's strict laws treat debt as a criminal offense. These once glamorous cars, such as a Ferrari Enzo and a LaFerrari, now sit forgotten under layers of sand, silent reminders of fortunes lost and dreams gone awry. Ferrari's Enzo, the pinnacle of exclusivity with only 498 ever produced, hasn't escaped neglect. One unit was even donated to the Vatican, but this one, it's unlikely to bring in millions anytime soon. The Ferrari Testarossa, one of the most iconic models ever made, had around 10,000 units produced. Yet not every owner treats this $150,000 machine with the reverence it deserves. One of the most shocking finds, a Lamborghini Countach, reportedly worth over $2 million, left by the roadside. While a once glorious Ferrari F430, easily worth $185,000, fades into decay. The same sad fate meets a Lamborghini Countach, a car that should be celebrated as a design icon worth millions. Even the Jaguar E-Type, often called one of the most beautiful cars ever built, has been spotted with grass growing on its roof. A tragic sight considering its pristine counterparts fetched the price of a high-end apartment in Seoul. Then there's the Bentley Continental GT, a symbol of prestige, now reduced to a mess in need of urgent care. Meanwhile, in the overgrown jungles of Thailand, a Toyota Supra lies hidden. Though it's in rough shape, even a 1988 model once sold at auction for $30,000. Not far off, a Subaru Impreza WRX STI abandoned in the jungle. The conditions were dirty, faded, yet undeniably valuable. Then there's an abandoned Porsche 992 Cabriolet spotted in Mallorca. Valued at nearly $190,000, it's now a vandalized canvas of graffiti and grime. In Japan, a Porsche 964 sits alone, unused, but still capable of fetching hundreds of thousands if revived. The Dodge Challenger hasn't fared much better. A six-figure vehicle reduced to a sorry sight. Surprisingly, collections like this can be found in just a few weeks of exploring the right places. Imagine how many new luxury cars could be bought if all these abandoned luxury cars were sold. This might upset a lot of BMW fans. Vandals defaced this F85 X5 with offensive graffiti, scrawling obscene messages across a vehicle valued at roughly $55,000. A dusty Brabus, valued over $500,000, languishes in a parking lot. And here's a once stunning Range Rover, now neglected and forgotten. And here's the jaw-dropper. The creators of this video claim to have located a Ferrari race car once driven by Michael Schumacher. If true, this car isn't just valuable, it's historic. Just look at the Ferrari F2003 GA, which sold for nearly $15 million. A dusty relic with the Red Baron's DNA? That's the dream. Another story tells of a Lamborghini Miura left untouched in a garage for over 25 years. Originally parked in 1988 for a brake replacement. The owner's health issues left it dormant until a distant relative inherited and restored it. But instead of making it showroom perfect, they preserved its worn patina, honoring its history. Now, this car appears at exhibitions and could someday fetch millions at auction. Last but not least, back to Dubai, because there are still many abandoned cars that we have not yet covered. Every year, around 3,000 luxury vehicles are abandoned here. Owners flee the country due to debts, crash their cars and give up, or simply walk away from the hassle. That's how million-dollar machines like the Mosler MT900R GT3. Fancy driving a Mosler MT900R GT3 or a KTM X-Bow. Some of these cars are even up for sale. If you've got a few $100 grand to spare, this video might just lead you to your next treasure.